بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم، وبعد. هذه هي الحلقة 20 وهي الحلقة الأخيرة لمادة اللغة الإنجليزية للمستوى السادس في قسم الدعوة لطلاب وطالبات الانتساب المطور. وهذه الحلقة كما جرت العادة will start page 188 focus on writing. سوف يتم التركيز على writing page 188. So style will just try to focus on writing in each page in each exercise here. We have many exercises here. Just let's take one by one. Style, parallel structure. Read the following paragraph. Mark the underlined words with the correct description. Now, N for noun, V for verb, ADG for adjectives, and ADV for adverb. For many people, cars are more than transportation. They are a source of passion and pleasure. The car allows people to travel long distances quickly and easily. The car has brought people much closer to places of work, study, and entertainment. Many people also work in car-related industries. They wash, sell, and fix cars. They also sell car products such as stereos and cellular phones. For many people, the car is important, necessary, and even exciting. So this is very good passage here. So we go and read about the parallel structure, page 188. Writers use parallel structure when they put two or three words of the same part of speech together in a series. The use of parallel structure allows writers to express several ideas in one sentence and to express these ideas clearly and even beautifully. For example, several ideas can be expressed in one sentence, right? In one sentence. People wash cars. People fix cars. People wash and fix cars. People wash and fix cars. So a third idea can be added. People wash, fix, and sell cars. So we have three ideas. Notice that wash, fix, and sell are all present tense verbs. Now look at the following two examples. Examples here. We have the examples here. People travel quickly and ride comfortably in cars. In sentence C, both phrases contain a verb and an adverb. Some people buy cars because of their bright colors, colors and comfortable seats. In sentence D, both phrases contain an adjective and a plural noun. So this is very clear and very basic rule that we have here. So we now go to page 189. Use parallel structure to complete the paragraph with the following words. We have passion, slowly, black, gift, wash, safely, valuable, and pleasure. So try to complete this exercise using those words. For example, the car of my dreams. The car of my dreams is not a car at all. It is a black, valuable horse. It carries me slowly and safely to all the places that I need to go. I take care of it every day. I wash it and I give it food. For me, this dream horse is a source of passion and pleasure. So this is very big exercise that we have here. How many words? We have 8 words, which we should know the meaning of each one, like passion, slowly, black, give, wash, safely, and valuable, and pleasure. So another similar examples here we have. Number 3, now describe the car of your dreams by completing the paragraph below. Use parallel structure. The car of my dreams. You just can, this is a homework, you can say the car of my dreams is what? You might say, a Mercedes-Benz, or you can say, a Jeep, or whatever you think, and it is what? It's white, and it's expensive, or whatever. So try to do this exercise as a homework. This is a very good exercise that you can do it, based on the exercise you have in the same page 189. So complete this exercise as homework. We go to the number B, grammar, future time clauses. Read the following sentences. What do you notice about the underlined verbs? What kind of fuel will we use when gasoline is no longer available? The car will continue to bring us travel and adventure, no matter how it changes. Third sentence, I love the idea of not knowing where I will drive next week. When we develop the electric car, we will use new technology. And last one, drivers on the magnetic freeway will be able to relax while they ride in their cars. So what do you notice about the underlined words here? Some of them we have will, which is the future, and some of them we don't have as a present. So future time clauses, page 190. A clause consists of a subject and a verb. Some sentences that describe the future have two clauses, a main clause and a time clause. One clause is in the present tense and one is in the future tense. A time clause includes words such as when, while, before, and after. The verb in the time clause is often in the present tense. The verb in the main clause is often in the future tense. See the examples below. When we develop the electric car, we will use new technology, right? We use new technology. Next example, we will develop the electric car before gasoline is no longer available. Next example, when engineers test the magnetic freeway, they will do their work in the middle of the day. Next example, after we use all the oil in the world, we will have to find new source of fuel, right? The drivers will race at high speeds while hundreds of people watch. So this is the next example. We have statements here. The time clause comes before or after the main clause. When it comes before the main clause, it is followed by a comma, right? So this is also very good exercise rule. We'll do exercise about the same exercise here. So try to do those exercises one by one. This is a very good exercise. A report was published for the people who live near a magnetic freeway. The report describes the work of the team of engineers who are building the freeway. Write the sentences by adding a present tense verb to the time clause and the future tense verb to the main clause. Add other words if necessary using commas carefully. Examples, we have examples here. Check each magnet before place it underground. So it should be like they will check each magnet before they place it underground. So one part we should have future tense, the other part we should have present tense. So now we go to number one. Just we'll do them. Some of them we'll do them together, and then you do the rest as a homework. So number one, after place the magnet underground, count them carefully. So we can say after they place the magnet underground, they will count them carefully. So we have present tense and then we have future tense, right? So we have, it's called future time clauses. Then number two, check the position of the magnets while count them. You can say they will check the position of the magnets while they count them. Number three, before close the underground opening, report any problems to the chief engineer. So we can make sentence here like, before they close the magnet, the underground opening, they will report any problem to the chief engineer. Last one, number four, when begin computer testing work in two teams. We can say when they begin computer testing, they will work in two teams. They will work in two teams. So this is the way how to do the future time clause. So one part we have present tense, the other part we have future tense. So those are very good exercises. we have, as I mentioned before, we have good words, and also we have good rules that we can use in our daily life, and we can learn from in our, of course, our reading, and in our when we watch something. So now, last exercise in this, we have the research topics here. So we say, visit a parking lot in your community. Spend 15 to 20 minutes looking at as many cars as possible. Use the form below to record what you see. So after you visit a parking lot, try to notice, those cars. He said spend 15 to 20 minutes looking at as many cars as possible. Use the form below to record what you see. So therefore, you have many questions here. So try to answer those questions one by one. So we have 1, A, B, C, D, E, and F. So we have 6 questions. Please try to read each question and try to answer the question based on the parking lot that you visited. So try to visit a parking lot. So just try, maybe if you have any parking lot just close from your house or from your work, just try to notice that parking lot and try to answer those questions one by one. So for example, number 1, what kinds of cars? Jeeps, vans, sedans, trucks, sport cars, luxury cars, etc. do you see most often? So some people might they might see vans or sedans or trucks, sport cars, or jeeps or luxury cars. So it depends on the parking lot that you see and that you visit. So just go and check there and just choose one of them and try to just write it down. Which one of those, what kinds of cars? Some people might say, maybe some jeeps, some vans, some sedans, some trucks, and some sport cars, and some luxury cars. So it depends on the parking lot that you visit. So now we go to number B. What colors do you see most often? So just try to write the colors. Some people might see more often, they might see white, or might see more often black, or maybe red, or whatever, so, or green, or blue, whatever. So try to write down what color do you see most often. So what's the most common color that you have seen here? So for example, number 1, the most common kind of cars, and then the most common color you see among those cars. This is for number B. Number C, what is the most valuable car that you see? So try to know the most valuable car that you see here. Number D, what is the most unusual car that you see here? So, sometimes you have unusual car, right? So try to notice the most unusual car that you in this parking lot. Number 5 or number E, did you see any cars that had personalized license plates? If so, what kind of messages did you see? So if you just notice any message and the license plate, try to just write it down. So those are notes that you can take from your parking lot, of course, right? So, and then, of course, we have the last question. Did you see any cars that were personalized in some other way? Describe what you saw. So some people might try to personalize their cars different way. So try to make sure that you describe them. So please try to do this exercise as homework. So of course everybody can give us different answers, because everyone will go to a parking lot, to a different parking lot, and then he or she can write the answers based on their visits to that parking lot. So therefore, please try to just if you don't have a parking lot, or if it is difficult for you to visit any parking lot, just please try to imagine, for example, what kind of cars, jeeps. So for example, in your life, what are the most common cars that you can see. Just try to say that the most common car that I see always is maybe sedans. And the second question, the most color, the most color that I can see, or the white is I can see it most often. I can see the white color most often. And also the most valuable car that I saw was so and so. So try to try to think of your experience, your life, from what you see every day in your life, in the streets, in the work, on the in the TV maybe, and whatever. So try to answer those questions based on the information you know. And again, as I told you before, in those exercises you learn more words and also you learn more rules. So to ask and answer, this is a very good rule. And also those answers and rules and questions have new words for you. So you need to practice those words in your daily life and in your when you speak and when you write, when you listen and when you speak or write or listen or read, right? So those are very important skills. Those are very important lessons that you need to focus on, that you need to learn from, just to make it easy for you to read, listen, speak and write English. So please try to learn as much as you can. Try to use the passages here. Try to understand every passage of this book. So since this is the end or the last meeting for us, so it's very important to make sure that you make use of this book, to make use of the words that you have here. You have here maybe a lot of words, right? You have a lot of words. Some lessons they have maybe more than 50 or 60 words just only for 1 unit. So it's, if you just will have here 5 units, if each unit have at least 100 words, it will make it to 500 words at least. I'm sure that you will have much more than 500 words from unit 6 to unit 10, but still they are very important. Any word here in this book is very important. So if you miss any word, so you miss something important. So before you just leave this book, before you leave the passages, please try to make sure that you understand the meaning of every word, you know the meaning of every word, and you understand the rule, every rule that you have in this book. And if you know the meaning of each word in this book, and if you know how to use every rule in this book, be sure that you can use your English. You can use English very easily, because those rules here are very basic rules. They are very important rules, and also the words here are very common words in English, and everybody should use them. They should use them in their daily life, when they speak to somebody, when they speak on the phone, or when they speak in the street, when they want to buy something, or when you will go to the hotel, or when you want to discuss with somebody over the internet, or over any show, or in the street. So you need to have at least good amount of words that will help you to listen and to read, and of course to speak and to write English. But if you don't understand the meaning of those words here in this book, it will be so difficult for you to use your English, because the more words you understand, the more words you learn, and the more rules you understand, the easier English will be for you, and it will be so easy for you to speak or to write or to listen or to read English, of course. So please, I advise that everybody, I recommend everybody in this class, everybody who listens to me, to please to go back and check the exercises one by one. First of all, you remember my words, that you just go and open the passage, and get the CD in the book and listen to the passages of that, every passage from the CD. After listening to the passage itself, go back and read it from the book, and then try to know the meaning of every word, and then after that go and do the exercises. Try to understand every word in the exercises in the passage, and also after understanding those words, it will be easy for you to answer the questions, to answer the exercises, and to use your English in general, and it will be a very successful course for everybody. وفي ختام هذا اللقاء وفي ختام هذه المادة أوصي الجميع بالحرص ومتابعة جميع القطع بالكتاب عن عبارة بعد استماعهم عن طريق السي ومن ثم استماع قراءة القطعة وإيجاد الكلمات الصعبة ومحاولة حل جميع التمارين. وإذا كان في هناك أي استشكال أو أي سؤال أو استفسار سوف يكون هناك إن شاء الله تواصل أثناء بإذن الله تواصل بيننا عن طريق الموقع العمادة إن شاء الله. وكان هذا هو آخر لقاء في هذه المادة وهي الحلقة 20. وإلى اللقاء في لقاء آخر بإذن الله، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.